Alright, here we are. Going to be doing the final battle of Kirby Dream Land 2. Let's begin. Now you'll see here a tower with Shatsos on the side. Very interesting. Going to the top of the tower. This is it. Now you'll see King DeDeDe asleep here, which shows that he's not really in control of what he's doing here. Now, he's actually invincible in his sleeping state, so try to hit him with anything, he's actually invincible in that state. Either way, now, I actually think King DeDeDe is harder than the real final boss, but, yeah, King DeDeDe is actually somewhat of a challenge. Anyway, he starts out the battle pretty easy enough, but he gets a lot tougher, trust me. Alright, see, look at his health already, so pretty low, but once he starts getting, let's wait for it. See, after he throws that, he gets nuts. Because first, the hammer he throws has splash damage. Almost everything he does, does super amount of damage, like twice as much as normal. Like, look at that. I already got killed. Alright, so let's try this again this time. I think I'll probably take more takes with King DeDeDe than actually the final boss. I think I'd actually do the final boss in one take. Anyway. Once again, just wait for it. Alright, double hit. Try it again. Wow, you used it twice in a row. Alright, cool. We're already at about 1/3 of your health down. That's nice. Now, don't stay close to him. He will try to inhale you if you get too close. So be careful. I'd say jump in the air and try to right above him so we can actually inhale that. And wow, taking him down pretty fast, actually. Okay. I was going to get behind you, okay? Thanks. And now he's going to go into berserk mode, basically. Okay, so jump out of the way of him. Okay, now he's going to get his hammer out and do some damage. Oh yeah, I forgot. He does that damage first before he takes out his hammer. Now he takes out of his massive hammer of massive destruction and explosions. Look at that. Look at all the explosions everywhere. It's nuts. But then he gets out of the mode and he goes crazy again after you hit him once. Okay, come on. Over here. Alright. One more hit. One more hit should be it. Oh, now he's back to normal mode. Okay. Are you gonna try jumping? Or are you gonna do that normal one? Okay, that's fine. And I still get hit by it. Wonderful. Oh well, that's fine. Now King DeDeDe is destroyed. Look at him struggling. No, help! Help me, please! Help me! He's gonna walk all the way to the center and then tip over and twitch. And then you see the true culprit. Well, actually not yet. You see all the rainbow drops floating above you. All 8 of them. Or 7, actually. Yeah, 7 of them. They'll merge together and create the Rainbow Sword. One of the coolest final abilities in the game. And you see the true culprit here. Dark Matter in his prime. Now, there are quite a few theories of what this Dark Matter is in Kirby Dream Land 2. Some people think that the Dark Matter swordsman here, some people think that Dark Matter is actually, and from this game, is actually Dark Matter before he got transformed, before he got reincarnated as Zero. Other people, like me, just think he's just a scout. I think he's seriously just a scout, and opposed to the true culprit here. So he can just, pretty much, he's probably one of Zero's main servants here, who tries just to go ahead and scout. Either way, he starts off with this Dark Matter form, or the Dark Matter Swordsman form. The only way to hurt him, really, actually no, the best way to hurt him is to just flick this orbs back at you, because he moves around a lot, so it's kind of hard to do damage to him. You could hit him multiple times in the same spot if you stay there. And he's also eventually going to start shooting lasers and dash at you. I think this form of Dark Matter is basically just a very simplified version of Sweet Stuff. Because you're not underwater, you could actually, the stars don't just go in one direction. In fact, the sphere you hit back at him actually splits into 3. So overall, he's just an easier version of Sweet Stuff. And except you don't have to move either. So, he's kind of a wimp, I think. People are like, oh, Dark Matter Swordsman is so cool. I think he's kind of just stupid. He's not even that great of a... He's not even that hard. I mean, look, no damage so far. Ooh, yeah, this is such a menacing foe. Look how awesome he is. You can shoot sword lasers. And his sword lasers will never even hit you at this side. If you go to the bottom or the top, his sword lasers will not hurt you. Ever. He cannot hurt you at all. So, he is just overall a wimp. So now, you hit him there. Yep, you can't hurt me. Trying to dash towards me up there. Alright, come on. Yep, gonna stay up here. Just stuck down when he's about to dash. Watch, I'm gonna get hit. I'm probably gonna get hit once, at least once here. Up, there we go. Yep. Trying to get out of the way. It wasn't in time. No problem. I'll just sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Eh, I got hit twice because I just got cocky there. No problem. Just dodge out of his way. Come on. Actually, I said. Actually, when he's doing this, and since he can't hit the bottom, just keep on hitting your sword like that. And I'm not hurting myself trying to do that. Wow, am I actually gonna kill myself from Dark Matter Swordsman? Wouldn't that be pathetic? Alright, so now comes the second phase. The Dark Matter in his normal self. This guy is very easy. Just get behind him. You don't want to get right next to him, because if you get right next to him, these little orbs of deflect button will not hurt him. Now look at that. He's already at 2 health. He's already at 2/3 of his health down. Second attack he's gonna have is this right here. Now when he spins around in a circle like that, it's best to stay in a corner to not get hit. And then his final attack, he's gonna crap. Alright, let's try this again. Notice how you took that perfect health this time. Now, like I said, the main thing to note about this guy as well is that he's also on a time limit. In fact, if you notice yourself going back down to the ground, going down to earth more and more, you would come to realize that, well, when he reaches the bottom, it's game over. You lose a life, basically. So, you do not want to reach the bottom. Look at him. He's already losing that much health. At this point now he starts stashing, and that's, like I said, when he gets down to the very bottom where he actually came up from, you know, it's, like I said, game over. So there's a time limit here. So it is somewhat difficult in that respect. For this attack, it's best to just stay directly in front of the eye. He cannot hurt you there, in front of him. He cannot hurt you directly in front of him. In fact, you could even deflect those things back at him, if you want. He even opens himself to attack multiple times that way. Bam! There you go. Wow, Dark Matter's defeated. What a difficult boss. You see Kirby fall down with the sword. And here are the real credits of the ending here. Kirby flies away with his sword just gleaming stars back and forth, all happy like. Has some little unique animations that weren't actually in the game itself, surprisingly enough, but it's kind of cool they actually gave Kirby unique animations for the ending scene. It's a shame this sword never made another appearance ever. It really is a shame. Actually, no, not even in Kirby Mass Attack in the minigame. Not even then. It didn't even make an appearance then. And there you just used Galaxia. You know, Meta Knight sword. And then Kirby paints a rainbow, which would have looked a lot better if they actually did make that Kirby Dream Land 2 DX game. So everything's peaceful, awesome, and that is it. Alright, now as you'll see here, now at 100%, you have your file at level 7 here. Now, in opposed to just starting normally like it normally would, we have an option here for option. Now let's go over to sound here. Let's take a look at that. Now you see here, it's a nice little picture. It shows Kirby, Koo, Rick, and Kine just... Are they playing poker? Or are they just at the bar drinking or something? I don't know what they're really doing. But you also see Choo Choo there on the piano, and you see Gooey there. Now what? You could also choose different background musics here. Okay, anyway, like that. But oddly enough, you look at 46, or 45 rather. How is this background music? This isn't background music. That's fanfare. That should be under this category. Ow, that kind of hurt my ears. Actually, I forgot about that. In fact, I didn't even see a mic anywhere in the game. Did I miss something? Did I miss a microphone? I thought either way, yeah. Let's go out of here. I thought I would just... Alright, if you go back here to option, you also see option for boss, which is boss rush mode, and a bonus mode, which actually tests you. And as you can tell here, it would actually... You can actually go through all the mini games here, and it'll take you through every single stage that there is. All 6 of them, and it will test your skill on them. So we'll see how well you do at the very end of it. Here, let me just do this, and I'll give you the end result afterward. See you in a second. Alright, well with that, let's see what our end result is here. See, it ranks you here. Ugh, level 3. Oh, it actually worse in 5 than it did in 3. Oh, come on, that wasn't that bad. Come on, jerk. Well, with that, of course, guys, is gonna be good game.